Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us again. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to stay updated with the latest in aviation news. In today's aviation news recap, we'll delve into recent developments involving Boeing, the strategic shifts of New Pacific Airlines, and a significant new route launch in Australia. Boeing's controversy over electrical flaw reports. Let's start with Boeing, which has recently found itself in the headlines for reasons that the company claims are sensationalized. The Daily Mail and New York Post have been reporting on an alleged new electrical flaw near the fuel tank on the Boeing 777, which these publications suggest could pose a severe safety risk. However, Boeing has vehemently disputed these claims, calling them misleading and reckless. The controversy began with a May 23, 2024 headline in the Daily Mail stating that 300 Boeing planes used by United and American Airlines have a potential flaw that could cause a fire or explosion, according to the FAA. The article cites an FAA proposal indicating that issues involving an electrical fault, if unaddressed, could lead to the fuel tanks on the plane's wing catching fire and exploding. The FAA's Airworthiness Directive, AD, proposes installing electrical bonding and grounding, a cover plate assembly with new fasteners, and revising existing maintenance or inspection programs where applicable. This proposed AD aims to address the unsafe condition. Boeing, however, argues that this is part of a routine regulatory process that has been sensationalized by the media. The company points out that this proposed directive first came to light in March 2024, and that the underlying issue was known well before that. Boeing emphasizes the 777's nearly 30-year track record, noting its fantastic operational reliability and the fact that it has safely transported 3.9 billion passengers. This scrutiny comes at a particularly sensitive time for Boeing, especially in the wake of a recent incident involving a Singapore Airlines Boeing 777, where turbulence led to injuries. While the incident was tragic, it was unrelated to the aircraft itself, and more about the natural risks of turbulence, which can affect any aircraft. Despite this, Boeing has become an easy target for overdramatic and sensationalized claims about the integrity of its jets. It is worth noting that Boeing has been under the FAA's watchful eye for other quality issues across its operations. The FAA is investigating to ensure that Boeing can foster a culture that prioritizes safety over financial concerns. This has led to several production changes and shifts at the executive level within Boeing as they work to rebuild their reputation and operational integrity. Rex's new route and expansion in Australia. Next, let's turn our attention to Australia, where Regional Express Rex has announced a new route that marks a significant milestone for the airline. Starting Friday, June 28th, Rex will commence jet-powered aircraft service between Melbourne and Perth, offering 5 weekly flights between these two major cities on opposite sides of the country. They will utilize their Boeing 737 fleet for this service. This new route is particularly important as it signifies Rex's ongoing expansion and development. Previously a regional-only airline, Rex acquired Boeing 737s during the global pandemic, enabling it to enter and compete in popular domestic markets such as Melbourne to Sydney. The launch of the Melbourne to Perth route is another testament to Rex's growing capabilities and ambitions. The entry of Rex into this highly competitive market is expected to enhance competition, which should ultimately benefit customers. Rex believes that having more airlines on a single route forces all competitors to improve their services, leading to better value for money for passengers. In today's economy, where getting the most bang for your buck is crucial, this is a significant selling point. Rex's general manager for network strategy, Warwick Lodge, has proudly noted the airline's strong on-time performance and low cancellation rates, which outshine those of their competitors in the domestic market. This focus on reliability and punctuality has been a driving factor in Rex's decision to expand its route network. Interestingly, during the first 4 months of 2024, other airlines canceled 57 flights across the Melbourne to Perth route, resulting in an on-time performance of only 72%. Rex believes it can significantly improve these metrics, providing a more reliable service and becoming a leading choice for travelers on this route. This new service represents the 11th domestic route offered by Rex's 737 fleet, showcasing the impact of these aircraft on the airline's ability to diversify and expand its network. Rex's entry into these competitive markets is seen as a game changer, and the airline has plans to continue this momentum. With the expectation of announcing a new domestic service soon, Rex is poised to further solidify its presence in the Australian aviation market. Given that these videos are recorded and written several days in advance, there's a good chance that this new route has already been announced, and we will cover it in upcoming updates on the channel. New Pacific Airlines strategic shift. Finally, let's talk about New Pacific Airlines, which many would argue has faced an identity crisis in recent years. Formerly known as Northern Pacific, the airline has recently deepened its partnership with Elevate Aviation Group. This collaboration involves reconfiguring their fleet of 3 Boeing 757 jets to seat 78 passengers in an all-business class layout. The move responds to a growing demand for private charter travel. The partnership between New Pacific Airlines and Elevate Aviation Group is expected to yield long-term benefits as they anticipate increased demand through the summer and into the fall. The reconfigured 757s will cater to various needs, including hospitality and corporate shuttles, which have seen a significant uptick in demand. Because New Pacific Airlines has several 757s that are currently underutilized, this partnership allows them to put these aircraft to good use. Elevate Aviation Group highlights the growing need for premium air travel services, particularly for sports teams and corporate travelers, and believes that New Pacific's unique position in the market makes them well-suited to meet this demand. As more aircraft join New Pacific's fleet, they will be similarly configured to provide an all-premium experience, indicating a strategic shift towards catering to a high-end market segment. New Pacific Airlines has had an interesting and somewhat tumultuous journey. Initially launched with plans to operate flights from the United States to Asia, these plans were disrupted by global conflicts and related airspace restrictions. Following this setback, New Pacific attempted to establish domestic routes from Ontario to Las Vegas, Nashville, and Reno, but these were also eventually canceled. Now the airline is charting a new course with this partnership and the reconfiguration of its fleet. This latest venture aims to capitalize on the growing demand for premium charter services, marking a significant strategic shift for the airline. The success of this new direction will be crucial for New Pacific Airlines as it seeks to redefine its identity and find a sustainable niche in the aviation market. Conclusion. As we wrap up today's aviation news recap, it's clear that the aviation industry is constantly evolving, with major players like Boeing facing ongoing scrutiny and airlines like Rex and New Pacific making strategic moves to expand and redefine their operations. These developments highlight the dynamic nature of the industry and the continuous efforts of airlines to adapt and thrive. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Your engagement is truly appreciated. Stay safe